This video is going to show you how to release the iliacus muscle, the main angry hip flexor in the front of the body that can cause a lot of lower back pain when it's tight because of the strain it can pull on the whole hip and pelvic complex that causes a lot of pain felt right in the lower back. And this muscle gets really short when we sit all day, and then we stand up, it still is short, it's still tight, it wants to pull and wrench on this whole system. So we're going to release it with deep tissue massage with the Kilo Claw tool here. And for this tutorial, for the tool, we're going to use the trigger portion to dig and kind of hook right into the iliacus muscle. So first, for locating it, you can just take your thumb and try to dig on the inside face of your hip. And you should feel, and put your weight to the other foot so this area kind of relaxes. You should feel you should feel some tenderness. You should feel right above the belt line a muscle. And that's our iliacus, and that's the one that we're gonna want this hook to dig right into. When I'm laying on it, it's gonna look like this, and I'll show you some kind of pressure levels, leg movement techniques to massage and work the area as best as possible. But just to give you a landmark and to orient you here, that's where we're going. So we're going to take the hook, the trigger portion of the claw, put it right, I took off my belt for this because it would get right in the way, but right on the belt line or a little above. So maybe, like, I say 0 to 2 inches above the belt line. 0 means on the belt line, of course, but that's your landmark. So you should have kind of felt tender spots when you were standing with your thumb looking for it, and that's where you're gonna wanna go. Whew. But spend a minute just kind of feeling around for those tender spots, because normal healthy muscle tissue should not be sensitive to massage. You should be able to push on it, to press it, and it shouldn't give you a hard time. So if it does, that's your body signaling to you that something's wrong. So once you find those locations, consider it a little win, because you found the sources, you found the culprits. Now we're gonna work them out. And when you get into this position, you found your iliacus, you moved around, you're feeling like you're on the muscle, you want to start releasing it. The first thing is just control your breath. So start breathing deeply and slowly, signaling to your body that it's safe to relax. You can physiologically calm down, release, kind of melt around the tool. Now, this is the first step, the first pressure level. If you're sensitive to massage or just have a really tight iliacus, this might be plenty of pressure for you. But if you want to up it and work it a little more, the first step I like doing is taking this foot that you're on the side, on your massage side, and getting this knee off the ground, trying to engage this glute, and then tilting your leg back and forth to kind of try to shear the muscle on the inside face of the hip. And I'll put up a picture of the iliacus, but it is right on that inside face of the hip, and you should feel like you're on muscle, not bone or bone would be the other thing you could run into here. So you should feel like you're on bone, and it should feel very, very nice and therapeutic to dig into this area. And remember, you have about 2 inches of height here, so you might need to move up or down a little, maybe even right or left, depending on where you started. But take the time, just take a second, take a minute to learn where your body's tense and where you can productively work the muscle to release. The last thing you can do for increased pressure is taking your opposite side knee and winging it out. This is just gonna shift more weight into the iliacus muscle getting massaged, and really dig through it to release. Oh, that feels nice. To really dig through all of its tender spots, tension, and pain. So yeah, spend a couple minutes doing that. Especially if you sit a lot, you're gonna probably find a lot of relief from working out tension that maybe has been there for years, decades. And make sure to do both sides, because it's kind of rare that one side iliacus gets tight and the other one doesn't, unless you did some sort of crazy, unless you tried to kick something or use your hip flexors in a strange way. But yeah, that's Iliacus Release. Hope you try it out. Grab our Kilo Claw to do this, and check out the other 4 muscles that can be causing you back pain. Iliacus is just one of them. A big one, but there are sometimes more to the puzzle. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.